All right, we are live with Brett and myself, and we are doing Metal Monday on a Thursday. We just wanted to wait for copper to drop 10 cents in one day to bring Metal Monday to
Wouldn't be it wouldn't be right if we didn't wait until copper was in the red to do metal Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. We just feel really good when the market is challenging. That's when we're in our sweet spot.
and we are going to try to start doing these live more often. We didn't really warn anybody out there. If you have any questions during it, if you'd like to even join a live one with us, let us know. We want live questions, and this is just kind of our jump off point to bring these live feeds back to everyone.
I think
Um,
if we start doing them live, then anybody has any questions or whatever the case may be, then we can actually just kind of go through it and talk the market, talk maybe market in your region or what you guys are seeing, and then kind of what we're seeing, whether it's ferrous, non-ferrous, um, and just kind of get everybody's feedback input is always a good thing.
so we saw a good run on copper. We got back to those 460 area. We're seeing a dip today, but in general, that copper's been hanging around 450, 460. Your other things, I mean, aluminum's still hanging in there. Nickel's been getting beat up a little bit overall, and we didn't really get anyone any clarity where Ferris landed exactly. Or do you got any input on Ferris for the West Coast?
Yeah, I mean, on the over here, it's kind of a sideways trending market, at least on like your cut grades and shred feed. I mean, it feels like that is the market. The export market is still soft, so I think they're probably depending on where you're located, there could be some soft sideways money, maybe down 5-10 bucks, depends on where you're selling to, but. I think on the cut grade side, it's a soft sideways, but it's maybe off a couple bucks. If depending on if you're an export or you're shipping domestically to steel mills, um, it definitely feels squishy out there. There's not a significant, I think the demand is still kind of rough, and that could be that way maybe probably through the end of the year, from what I'm hearing, or at least through the end of the summer.
Is the
So.
demand for your ferrous materials rough domestically? Is it worldwide? Where are you
Both,
feeling it's weakest?
both. I think demand is slowing down. I mean, I met with one of our aluminum consumers yesterday, and he was saying that they kind of anticipate the rest of this year to be kind of shit, um, and maybe next year. So I mean, it's not a super positive picture, but I mean, you're still able to move material. You may not be able to move it into your big primary consumers. You may have to move it to the secondary market or export. But I mean, there's still demand for it, but it's definitely softening. It feels.
When the demand's weaker and these consumers can be a little more choosy,
Yeah.
how do you think they pick who they're going to buy from if they're not just trying to buy from everybody?
I think it's from who has maintained the relationship, who has, good product, who has, held up their end of the deals that they've made over the last, 6 months to 6 years to whatever. So this is where it comes back to a very relationship driven business.
Hmm.
Um,
I think we
as there becomes less homes, that's the important. The times are good. It's still important to make a really good product. When the times are bad, I mean, everybody's, oh, I got to step up my game and make a better product. Like, no, you should have been doing that. You should have been maintaining those
Yeah, quality matters.
relationships
Quality
throughout the process. Good.
quality matters. Keeping yourselves to a high standard, being visible. I think one thing to keep yourself in check is being quite visible on social media, like you do, Brett. You post your loads, you thank people. It goes both ways. So if they don't honor it, not saying you have to put them on blast, but they could do the same to you. If you said, "Hey, I'm going to send you a load of you know, clean 63 and you send them 90, 95%, like, you know, they can put you on blast just the same way. So,
I think it's one of those too, like you live by the sword and you die by the sword, right? Like if you are, out there putting people on blast that aren't holding up their end of the deal, then you better be doing your part, right? Or else that knife cuts both ways. Like if you're actually doing them buy more material, then I feel like that's good. I mean, I think that's what you should be doing. We should be promoting the good actors, whether it's the actual recycling companies or the good consumers. And I think you should help promote those people that are buying scrap and that they're sticking to their price regardless of where the market is and doing their part of it as well.
agreed. All right. Well, anything else to add, Brett?
No, I think it's hot. I think everybody's fighting heat, so it's super important for us to keep our guys hydrated. And I mean, we're starting a little bit earlier and kind of cycling guys through, trying to just kind of manage through the heat. But I was looking at the weather report here in Idaho, and we're set up for the next week. Everything's over 100. 101 to 107, 108 is what I'm seeing today for the next 10 days. So it's going to be hot, which will affect the scrap flow to a certain extent. So these summer months, even if the demand is somewhat weaker, I also think that if the flow matches that or then some, like pushes even lower, then that's where we could get a possible like fall bump in ferrous pricing. So beware of that. Market your material, make a good product, but also make sure that you're talking to other people. Make sure that you're trading at the right price.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We will do another live one next week. I'm not sure if we're going to do it Monday, but I'll keep you posted on what day we're going to do it on. Maybe we'll put out a post to let people know what time and day we're going to do it so more people can join. Thank you, everybody.
Take care.